What's going on, everyone? Gilman with Wellthy Stocks back with another Tesla update video where we'll take a look at how Tesla stock traded today, some key support and resistance levels that we are looking at moving into the future, and based on that, what we think Tesla stock could do. So real quick, if you enjoy videos like this, hit that like button down below, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on Tesla are, and I'd love to chat with you guys down there. So let me hit record and we will get right into it. A lot of tech stocks saw a red day today, Tesla included, although it's not really a tech stock, but I consider it more of a technology company rather than just a car company because of everything that they're involved in. But a red day overall for big tech as well, like Apple, Google, Amazon, Facebook. But Tesla stock was down $68, $68.83, which is almost 8%, 7.82%. So when we compare that to the NASDAQ, it was down 1.25%. The Dow was down 0.28%, 87 points, and the S&P was down 0.67% as well. Tesla actually got a price increase by Bank of America Securities. They maintained a neutral rating for Tesla while raising the price target from 500 to 900. Now, if you remember, it was in the 880s, so that was still a little bit of an upside. At least it wasn't a lower price target. And they were talking about this really cool thing that Tesla's able to do, where the upward spiral of Tesla stock goes, it's really cheap for them to issue capital because they could just do it with a stock offering. And then, investors get a higher stock price. So it's kind of the stock price goes higher, they can issue stock at a higher price, put that money into the company's price goes higher. However, Tesla continued to decline despite this this price increase that we got. So let's take a look at how Tesla stock traded today, and we'll kind of see if we can maybe get an understanding of why it fell today. So if you guys remember, on Friday, we closed near the 885s. In the pre-market today, right, we dropped as low as 850s, right? Actually, even in Friday after hours, we saw a little bit of a sell-off, down about 12 or 15 bucks. And then today we saw a little bit of that sell-off continue, pushed up a little to 870s, and then right out of the gate, right, we sold off until 817. So we went from kind of opening at this 852 and then sold off till 817. We saw a little bit of a push up. Now this level is one that we've had, we drew on Friday based on kind of the price action on Friday. As you can see, went above, consolidate, couldn't really stay above, came below, right? So that level kind of got validated as a potential level of support or resistance. We did go all the way to 854, but I do think that if you take a look at, kind of the consolidation up and down at this level that was happening, I think that level gets validated for us. And then we went down, we were on VWAP for a little bit, and then finally we got rejected by VWAP there, which caused a lot of sell-off in the second half of the day. Now this sell-off we could see in other stocks as well, like Apple. I just covered Apple. Dropped all the way to 803, right? So the previous low that we had at the beginning of the day was near the 817s, dropped all the way to 803, pushed up just a little bit, and then closed in the 811s. So let's take a look at the daily chart and we'll kind of see what we see here, right? So a big red candle for Tesla. Remember, we talked about this in yesterday's video. We had gone up from kind of the mid 660s, right? Mid 660s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In 7 days, we'd gone from 660s to 880s, which is over a $220 jump. So a little bit of pullback was necessary. A little bit of pullback would be healthy for the stock. And that is what we saw today, right? We saw a decent pullback. So let's take a look at what could happen in the future, whether that's going up or down, right? So let's take a look at the upside. First things first, Tesla needs to break this break this red candle, right, and start to push up. The first level would be 847 that I'm watching, and then after 847, I'm looking at 884, which is the high we set on Friday. And then at that point, and it can just push up wherever because there's no really set price after that. It'll be at all-time high. So 847, then 884 is what I'm looking at on the upside. Now, if you guys remember from yesterday's video, though, I did talk about the potential of us filling the gap, which is also what we saw today, right? We filled this gap. If you guys remember, zoom in here. You know, we talked about, hey, we opened here at 856, we closed here 816. 856 to 816 is a little bit of a gap that we haven't filled yet. So we did go down all the way to fill that gap all the way to 803. So that gap's filled. So what do we have on the downside, right? Well, the first level that we have on the downside, right, is this 800 level, I guess, would be the first level if we're looking at it from a mental resistance perspective. If we can't stop at 800s, then 776 is a level that I'm watching, which is also the 8 EMA at 776. I'm not watching, you know, perfectly because of the 8 EMA. This is another level we had identified last week. So 776, which is also the 8 EMA. Then I'm watching the 749 level before going to kind of the 733s level, right? So on the downside, first things first, 800 I think is going to hold up as a mental level of support. Then I think this 776 should be the next level of support. And the 8 EMA as well, and then the 749s before we go to the 733s. I think all of those are good levels of support. It's a matter of where we pull back to. Like I said, we were up $220 in a matter of 6 or 7 trading days. So a little bit of sell-off is healthy. A little bit of a pullback is essential for the stock to kind of gain solid footing again and start to push up. And then one other thing that I wanted to see if I could maybe cover is this right here. I've shared this with you guys before, but essentially, you know, before when we were kind of trading near the 15-day EMA and we broke below it here, I talked about the potential of a pullback to the 180-day SMA. The reason being, if we go back to you know, here a couple months ago, when we broke below it here, we dropped from 460s to 330s. We dropped from here 430s to 370s as well, right? So just pointing out the fact that, hey, we are now, after today's red day, again, below the below the 15 EMA on the 4-hour chart. The 15 EMA was at 824. So if we don't capture that soon, based on previous indications, we could drop all the way to the 180-day SMA at 633. Now, I do think that that's a pretty, you know, drastic drop. Not necessarily saying that that happens, but just kind of pointing out that, hey, it happened a couple months ago, twice. The other times that we've dropped below, we've come up right in a couple of days, right? So hoping to see it come up in the 15 EMA soon, right? Whether that's it kind of just stalls out and the 15 EMA catches up, or if it kind of goes up. Otherwise, there could be a little bit more of a pullback. Not necessarily saying that that's happening, but I wanted to point it out to you guys in case that's something that you wanted to see. So that's all I had for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like, subscribe to my channel if you are new, and comment down below what your thoughts on Tesla are. And I'd love to chat with you guys down there. Let's remember to be a bit better every single day. And until next time.